and keep pondering on this. Leave goal open. Yeah, for now. Yeah. Okay, so that's what you're saying. Yeah. So the way I understood this, the levels themselves are not RNG. So it's always the same. But the thing is, they are not handcrafted, they're just generated with an algorithm, which kinda defeats its purpose. Hey Malo! Happy Saturday! One to 5 chumps, yeah. Treat it as a sports game, one and done. I mean, I'm kinda leaning towards playing 7 levels, because that's all this game has to offer, really. The idea is to show you the content. Saturday? Oh, really? Why is it sad? Why is your day sad? $1,000 levels if you're good, yeah. So if you skip 5 levels every time, you have to play 1,000 levels. We're kinda at the crossroads here. I mean, this is the second time I get the missing poster. There is no sacrifice room for the next 8 floors and it's driving me insane. Trolley games, right? Trolley games. Yeah, we can try. We can try it first, of course. Let me just finish eating this so I can concentrate better. Yeah, we can leave it open. We can just try it first. But aww, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. At least there's only one way to go at that point, and that way is up. It's called moellak. It's a thing. I think I am going to go with 7. Unless there's something I'm not getting here. Oh, you're that guy. You know, sometimes I feel I'm that guy who can fix them just by being present, but it never works on my own equipment, only with other people's equipment. Can you object? I mean, I suppose, in your opinion, I should play through 5,000 levels. But how does this work? Let's see. This is the first time I'm playing this, so... How does this work? So we have a cursor, a bunch of stuff. Okay. What's it based on? I guess the idea was that the backgrounds, that's the last level when there will be different kind of backgrounds, and after that it's gonna be recycling them. What? How does this game work? What am I supposed to do here? You've played 1,000 levels of this game? Whew. That's that's pretty good. What? Red is bad, blue is good. Okay, so those are my enemies. This is me. Okay, so this is me. This is me. So what am I supposed to do? What? Is this pause? This must be pause. What do I do here? How do I Populous? This switches between a bunch of people. Yes, these are my followers. Yes, switch. Okay. And this one. This is like an attack. Make huge flat launch. Are you all ready for Eurovision? Yeah, of course. As soon as it starts, I have to cheer for Finland. Even though it's always the same. Finland 0 points. What's that? It's an ankh. It's a skull. Why is there no music or anything in this game? It's just quietness. Yeah, Finland always loses, except that one time that we get extremely lucky. Managed to luck out a win. Ankh is my symbol. Um, None of these seem to do anything. Yeah, it's Eurovision's fault. What? I don't get it. Hold the button in and press up down to make flatlands. Okay. Nope. Maybe I need to have something else selected here. Lordy winning was lucky. I mean, they were at the right place at the right time, so I guess it depends on what you consider lucky. I don't get it. I don't get it. What? I really need a manual for this game. I really, really do. Something is going on, but so I can switch between this stuff here. I don't get it. Use the Mega Drive manual? I don't know, maybe I should. Because this is making zero sense to me. What's this? Oh, hey, something's happening. Okay. Maybe this is what the game wants me to do? I did something. I did something. Okay. So this is clearly I don't know why. What triggered the change of the cursor? That one I don't know. Can I just keep doing this? Is there like a limit to it? Do I need mana or something? Guess I don't. Guess it just works. There are no limits. I like it. I don't like being limited anyway. Is this the whole game? Is this the whole game? There must be something else. Oh, now there's a red dwelling. The more castles you have, the more mana you get. Okay. What counts as mana? Where can I see it? Just make people happy? Aren't they already happy? What's your problem? Why are you not happy? What's wrong with you? Okay, so now it's a fort. Is that a good thing? You get powers with mana. You see it in the upper part of the screen. It shows what you can do. Alright. So whenever I see this red flag, should I just destroy this? Is it a bad thing? No? They build them immediately. Are they fighting here? Which is which? Help! Red flags are the bad guys. Yeah. So how can I control stuff? I mean, I'm just raising the ground here and making stuff happen, but anything else I need to do? I'm getting invaded. How can I prevent that to happen? Just destroy this? Oh no, what? Alright, so now the castle switched sides. There's a green spider in your room. Oh, holy crap. Please make it go away. You want to build up a lot of land for your people to build homes, which will give you more mana so you can unleash natural disasters on the enemy. Alright. What about these red buildings? Like they switch sides. Should I be destroying them by lowering the ground? Ah, so it's basically a head-to-head real-time strategy game. All right. Okay. Evil God, right. Gotcha. So what am I supposed to do with these other buildings? Am I doing it right? I mean, I'm basically the only thing I'm doing here I'm just raising the ground. I'm not doing anything else. That's the whole game. Right. Yep. It's not only the game. It's not only the game, guys. There's more to it. You're doing it right so far. There are some commands for your people on the lower part of the screens, but I haven't played this game in a long time. I don't remember which is which. The right corner, you can change your global strat. Okay, so what are our options? Okay, I'm picking attack. Attack! Kill everybody. That's my go-to strat here. All out attack. Yep. It was a shorter game than I expected. People tend to attack nearby enemies. I suppose what I want to do is to capture the enemy buildings. So... Oh. Oh, it was a bad idea? It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. Okay. Weird. Okay, I'll try it again. 187. Yeah, that's the halfway point. So we did one special stream thingy at 100 games. Do you think that would be the that would be a good spot to do the second one? I was kind of thinking 200, but why is there no music or anything? No 200 games before the next special stream, so to speak. Okay. This game is weird. I mean, maybe it's one of those games that everybody should have been played at some point, but this is the first time I'm playing Populous. I've played Populous 3, but I think that one is a little different. They still need to be at least somehow official. I think the my criteria at this point is, did the game get a cartridge release? And if it got a cartridge release, then I probably will include it. Peter Molyneux's World. Yeah, I played Black and White as well. I did play that game back in the day. Okay, so we have 2 castles. You love those games? I think I played Black and White and what else? Wasn't Bullfrog Peter Molyneux's studio back in the day? Yeah, Dungeon Keeper. I remember that one. Nothing's happening really. Okay, so what do these symbols mean? We have flag, and then we have an ankh, then we have something, and then we have something. Can I choose this? A magic carpet as well. I think Theme Park was originally made by Bullfrog as well. Homebrew cards. Also, how about the Brazilian games that are built in the Master Systems? Homebrew card is kind of I don't know how I feel about them. I mean, I did include Alex Kidd in Miracle World 2, but that's because one, it got a cartridge release, and two, you can actually buy it. Like it, I think the game needs to be something that at least at some point was commercially available. Well, I guess Team Park is one of them in that case. The Ankh symbol next to the shield lets you place the Ankh, then you can use a command to direct your people to head towards it. Aha. Alright, let's see. Okay, I want them to come here. It's not doing anything. What? Why are they here? I don't know, maybe I need to look at the manual. It's extremely confusing. I still don't understand this. Like, we have a bunch of buttons here, but nothing seems to do anything. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have to check the manual now. At least the Mega Drive version. I mean, I know it's not the same, but that's the best we can do. We don't have the Master System manual. Oh man, this is the Japanese manual. My Japanese isn't that good. Alright. Well, what about this one? It's still the same one. We have to read the Japanese version. Oh god. Really? I mean, if this is the only option we have, I suppose we can do that. But I don't like it. Right. You should be able to find one. That's what I'm thinking as well. You should. Sega Genesis manuals, let's see here. No Populous? No Populous. Oops, sorry. It's here. I mean, I don't think I can play this game without reading the manual. No, I don't think I'm gonna click this link. This doesn't look like. legit. I mean, the other option is to go to game FAQs, but it's just gonna spoil everything outright, and I don't like that. Super NES manual. Somebody's been taking notes. Interesting. Okay, I guess we have to do with the Super Nintendo manual. It should be fine. All right, let's see here. You are a supreme being with the power to command the forces of nature, earthquakes, floods, volcanoes, the power to turn the very oceans into fertile plains or the plains into barren rock is yours. But such power is not limitless. Its source is in the number of your followers, the followers of good, scattered on worlds throughout the universe. These people look to you to level their land so they can raise their crops. Okay, build towns and multiply. In return, as their number increases, so does your power to smite the enemy, the followers of evil. The forces of darkness threaten to engulf every world in the universe. Your followers will be overrun, and you with them, unless you help them prosper and grow, unless you call them to glory, to conquest, to purge the worlds of evil. With enough power, you can move the good papal magnet. So that's the Ankh. Place it anywhere in the world and followers will be drawn to it, cultivating the land as they go or confronting evil. Make the good people's leader into a crusading knight and he will invade the enemy, attacking their people, burning towns and crops. History depends on the elimination of evil. Send your people to hunt them down, wreak havoc on them with the forces of nature, wipe them off the face of the world. Or if good outnumbers evil, call for Armageddon. Every person, good and evil, will come together for the final doomsday battle. Wow, that's pretty epic. From world to world you must go, aiding your followers, destroying the enemy. The landscapes will become increasingly formidable, the power of evil even greater. Alright. So yeah, this is the Super Nintendo version, so... But if the buttons are still the same, all right, command icon. So this is what we need. Supreme power, influence, behavior. Walkers. Good walkers were blue, evil walkers red. Not even sure this is a game. Come on, man. Settlements. Swamps, rocks and trees, leaders. Your leader is the walker carrying a small papal magnet. Knights. World description, world to conquer. Alright, let's see. So we have pause, right? So that's the double Z. Raise and lower the land. Supreme power command. Supreme power command. I can't see a button like that. But alright. Earthquake. Oh, that's the earthquake. Place papal magnet. Swamp. Night. Volcano. Flood. Armageddon. Okay. Go to Papal Magnet. Settle. Fight. 10 settle. Gather. 10 settle. Right. View knights or view settle. Why is this so complicated? View battles. View shield. The shield can move from the walker or settlement to which you assign it. I don't get it. View options for good and evil. View game setup. Change modes. Game options. Info shield. Alignment. Advancement. Good population bar. Evil population bar. Shield bearer. Strength. I don't know. All right, let's just try it again. It's extremely confusing. Oops. So the only thing that needs to happen in order to get the castles is to have enough flat land. Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2. Yeah, I played them both. I think I used to have them both. Clock stopped moving. Right, okay. It's because I made it stop. The only way to win is to cheat. We all know that to be true. And my friends, I am the biggest one out there. Alright, so now they build a castle. Right! See? Duckley always gets it. So enhancements, it's different. I suppose we need to help these guys out as well. We can simplify GG next game. You already bored with this one? We haven't still even decided on the goal. Age of Empires, I suppose. Still prefer Dungeon Keeper. Yeah, they're kind of different games. I remember when Dungeon Keeper came out, it was just bland in all the game magazines I used to read back in the day. I think it got like 60 or 70 scores, like, what a boring piece of crap. So funny, because I kind of liked it. I mean, it was simple, yeah, and it had its flaws. It had a lot of flaws, but I think it was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, the so-called end screen in this game, I've heard it's just a screen that says you lose, or like you fail, or something like that. Like it's not even an actual end screen. Why is it so that there's nothing happening here? It's just this one lone castle, and that's all. Huh? Why are you guys not multiplying? Only here? It only works here. It's gonna create another castle? Alright. I don't know, maybe I should concentrate on this piece of land here. Keep building. Use some powers. Any any suggestions? Which one should I be using? This game's quite unintuitive. Volcanoes? Should I just... You know what? Why am I even asking this? Of course I should. Just gonna raise a fucking volcano here. Wow. That happened much faster than I expected. It didn't really do the thing I thought it would do, but fine. I thought we would get a cursor where to place the volcano, but nope. And another castle? Ah, okay, I see. Right, on the current screen. Oh. This is extremely slow paced, you know that? Now they're conquering my buildings. How can I prevent that? I mean, it looks like enemy is multiplying so much faster than I am. So maybe I'll try a disaster here. Earthquake? There we go. What about swamp? Can I keep doing this? I can't. Okay, so something is happening. I don't know what. Guess I'm just gonna keep building here. Is there any way I can like make my followers multiply faster? Ah, I see. Okay. Better on flatlands. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the idea. That is indeed the idea. There's no option for that. We need a dinner button in this game. And what's this? We always see this school thingy. I guess it's bad. Nah, you should always believe Dockley. He's the ladies' man. I know I do. When in doubt, take Dockley's advice. Especially with lady-related matters. I mean, I'm losing again, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I I like to think so, but playing 1000 levels of RNG of the game beating me doesn't sound like a good time.
I have made love to many fine ladies, from the lowliest bus station skank to the classiest, most sophisticated, educated, debutante high society bus station skank.
No, we promise there won't be any more vulgar material.
You gotta get a thumb and just stick it up in there, you know? Actually get 2 thumbs up in there, you know, like the 5, like this. Hey! There may be some weird smells afterwards, but don't worry, just take a shower. Was your father a meat burglar? Here's why I asked, because it looked like somebody stole 2 fine hams and shoved them down the back of your dress. I would probably begin with a very classy first line. Something like, "Say, sweet thing, can I buy you a fish sandwich?" We'll be back in a few moments with the answer to our survey. What is your favorite hole?
Leon's completely cleaned up his act.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah, you see, what your problem is that you suffer from, homo unerectus, which means basically is that your wing is hugified, not by a woman, but by a man. What is love? What is this longing in our hearts for togetherness? Is it not the sweetest flower? Does not this flower of love have the fragrant aroma of fine, fine diamonds? Does not the wind love the dirt? Is not love not unlike the unlikely knot it is unlikened to? But the one thing that they cannot take away from sweet Leon is his dignity.
Turn off the lights.
That is why.
You gotta be kidding.
Pina colada butt lotion?
This should give you a good idea of what we can bring to your station. You know, clinically speaking, doing it doggy style has its
I gotta speed through.
or as they say in the medical profession, the ball sack. Well, you know, the scientific name is the Hershey Highway. But that's the only tape. The tape is important. There's people looking.
I see under interests you've written Dabbit?
No, that's the butt.
The butt.
Yeah. And also I like tennis.
Good.
What's happening and welcome.
Alright, I guess that's enough. That had nothing to do with anything. We're still in the game. Alright, so let's see. Let's try it again, and this time let's concentrate on the expanding the starting area. Is it flooding? No, it's sunny as hell. Let's see what the official... Yeah. Plus 23. Feels like plus 25. It's almost the same here inside. That's the ladies, man. Yeah, alright, let's reset this game. Okay, yeah. I mean, I have to look into it, man. If you're learning from the best, I want to learn from the best as well. You know, I guess we should settle on a goal at this point. The game is extremely slow paced, and I mean, the longest game is still Ultima 4, but I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that I have no trouble playing long games. Game can be 10 hours, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's fine. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. I'm playing these games one by one, so that's not the issue. Remember, I'd beaten Penguin Land. And that was a long game. But here... 5,000 levels of this? The game starts looping at 7 levels. I think we are gonna go with the 7 levels here. Yeah, it's totally different. Yeah, so you also have to play really well. And I mean, if the levels would be like 1 or 2 minutes each, it wouldn't be that bad. Or maybe like 5-10 minutes. But still, this is... I mean, Penguin Land, at least, it was mildly interesting to watch. Don't you guys think? At least, like, it was a puzzle game, so you guys could get involved and, like, think with me, brainstorm with me. But here, this is just a bunch of... Right, yeah. But the game doesn't really... change. I guess that's the problem. It keeps going on and on and on and on. Like, it's not... It doesn't loop per se, but it kinda loops. If you have to do 5,000 levels or it's indefinite, it's it's kinda the same. I know I am. Yeah. But I think we should settle on a goal before we aim for it. We can't do that. We can do so that. All right. I think we reached a point where we cannot see anything else. We're done. No. It doesn't work like that. Or I don't know. We could just keep playing at this point and see what's coming. But all right. Let's play. Let's keep investigating. Let's keep investigating a bunch. But I mean, obviously I don't really understand how this game works yet. But looks like beating a level takes a very long time. Game is one of the people are very unsure what is the actual end or where it doesn't change anymore, so it makes sense to go on for a while, make up your mind. Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, it's just that on one hand I don't want to force anything on myself that doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I don't want to unleash the haters. Like, you didn't play the game, you skipped it, you changed the rules, you cheated. It doesn't matter in the end, of course. It's like, hey, it's my challenge and everything, but I kind of want to be consistent about it. That's the thing. Yeah, Pentalion. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. Just like try to figure out how it works and revisit the subject at that point. To me, it feels like you're just going off of what people have said and think about this game. Just make up your own mind and don't care about what people say or think. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It is kind of fair to say that this game is kind of hard to find a consensus for the actual beat criteria. Yeah, that's true. That is true. There will always be people who disagree with that. But, I mean, when I started my challenge, I kind of set the rules. And the rules were quite simple. The first rule was that the game needs to be beaten. Whatever it means. And the second rule was that save states they are not allowed besides practicing. And the third rule was that in-game cheats are indeed allowed. So passwords, Konami codes, stuff like that. And I've been kind of sticking with that rule. So if I now start changing the rules, it's not gonna look good. It's a slippery slope. Play for 2 hours and see how far you get. Judgmental Skeleton is not here. I know, man. That is much appreciated. Thank you for that. And yeah, I mean, in the end, when it's all said and done, there will always be people who are gonna say you didn't actually beat all those games because you did X or Y or Z, or you didn't do X or Y or Z. So it's not a legit. It's not legit. But then again, if you're doing a challenge like this, you sometimes have to just improvise. Thanks, man. I appreciate the thought. I don't know. According to my rules, if you really want to play the devil's advocate here would be to say that, alright, I mean, you have to beat all the levels. Like, it's 5,000 levels, so what? You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. I have a really good tutorial playthrough link what I have watched to understand Populous game. It helped you a lot. Okay, that sounds good. Just paste the link here. I can take a look at it at some point. Yes, of course. Just paste the link. All right. Yeah. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. I won't look at it right away because I still kind of like to learn stuff by myself and find stuff out by myself. But you know, you could still argue it kind of does have an end screen, and at some point the game does end. There's nothing more. After that the passwords break? No, but doesn't the game still continue? What? Or are you saying it doesn't? Okay, I'm confused now. So how does it work? So 5,119 is the final level, or oh, it does go on forever? So it's only that the passwords only work until 5,119. Okay, I see. Basically, you can then go with password to that level and complete it. Is it finished? Yeah, I mean, I can always use passwords to skip to a level I've already beaten. Okay. Well, that kind of changes things a little. Since I was under the impression that 5,119 was the last level. There are no levels after that. But now it turns out that's not the case actually. Like, the game does indeed loop. So it's only a matter of deciding what's the criteria for considering the game to be looping. Like, is it so that, alright, so the passwords ain't working anymore, so that must mean the game is now looping. But is it actually looping before that? How do you know? I mean, the levels are not randomly generated. If they were, I would say the game loops immediately. But, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Hey, Victor. No one actually has a conclusive answer to what is the end of this game. There's no footage or so-called proof anywhere. Right. The game is boring. I'll say that much. How come the CPU is still winning? I'm not doing anything else besides just building and building, but they're still winning. Is it just because they're AI? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's kind of sort of seed in the game for the levels. Like the levels themselves are not included in the cartridge itself. It's just the seeds for the different levels. And the theory is that it's gonna keep looping, but there's no proof. No one knows. No one knows if it actually keeps looping or not. Oh yeah, I need to use the disasters. Right. Maybe that's the problem. In Genesis version there's an ending after World 494. Is that so? I don't know. It might be. That is indeed one option. Treat it as a sports game. That is indeed one option. We could do that. I don't think you should start over-analyzing anything Peter Molyneux made. You might go mad too. I think the 7-level criteria sounds like the best plan so far. Just because it shows all the different types of terrain in the game. It's far-fetched a bit, I know, but I mean, if no one knows, if it's really and truly unknown whether or not this game ever ends, then it's only a matter of deciding at which point do we consider the game to be looping. And if there is no consensus over that, then it's, I don't know. Why should our opinion be any less meaningful than somebody else's? Yeah, that's fair. That is fair to say. But if I'm doing Master System Mania, I guess the idea would be that I would need to keep playing all the way across the game, the levels 5119. Keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. No matter how hard it glitches. Just keep playing. See what happens. But yeah, but that's the thing. If you don't know, like if you knew for a fact the game would end on level 7000, for example, just an arbitrary number, then it would be like, alright, so either I play all the way to level 7000 or I will just kind of cheat and say, it's done. But now, no one knows. No one knows. And the levels take so long. These are extremely long. Unless there's a trick. But still. No, I think if I'm gonna set on a looping goal, I think I'm gonna go with 7. One level is like, why so little? I mean, you can still play 7. No reason not to. I think I'm wreaking good havoc here. Right, that is pretty annoying to do that. Maybe that indeed is a good option. So I'm not sure if my villagers are attacking the enemy or not. Doesn't feel like they're doing anything. So, let's see here. So I'm supposed to be able to knight people somehow. I can only knight the leader. No? Okay, I don't follow. Current leader becomes a knight? Where can I find the leader? What's that shield thingy? Right. I'm still not making any fucking progress here. You know what? I've decided. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I don't see any reason not to. Launch Armageddon? Okay. I'm doing it. So, I mean, it would be excellent to have a manual for this version of the game. It would be like A+. Everything I'm doing here is like just guessing. Now battle at Timus Luke. Yada yada yada. Okay. Okay, I'm doing the battle at Timus Luke. Okay, so I just wait until I have more guys, then I just fire it off. I guess. It usually works. Okay. Alright, so we have a way of actually being the levels now. Yes, that's good. I'm gonna connect these two continents here. The game could use some improved graphics. It's kinda hard to see what's going on. Hey Sharpie, thanks for the host, buddy. So it's starting to look like it's maybe no use trying to work with the land until there's a hut. I mean, you can't improve something that's not there. What a dumb thing to say, by the way. So I have more people than the AI, like right now. So if I fire it off immediately, am I gonna win? Maybe. I don't have the mana. How do I know? How do I know how much mana it requires? Where can I check my mana? Check the scale up top. It's showing Maya people versus AI's people, and I have a little more. The arrow pointing at the disaster you have. Ah, okay. I thought. Well, I see. All right, because yeah, I saw that. But I thought it was just showing what the enemy was doing. I did not know it meant that. We can do swamps now, right? Okay. You need them both. This game's user interface is beyond horrible. It's so bad. Morning, Fatry. How's your Saturday began? Alright, so we almost get the volcano now. Almond croissants for breakfast. Sounds delicious. Ah, you're making me hungry, bro. You're making me so hungry. Tales from the Borderlands. I haven't played that one, but I heard it's pretty good. I've only played Walking Dead, and I really liked it. I haven't played the third season though. But I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry, man. So, I suppose that sound means that they're doing battle. It must mean that. Right. Alright, so the amount of mana I have is dependent on the building number. So the more we have buildings, the more mana we have. And the goal of the level is to get to mana required for the Armageddon and then fire it off. What a weird game. Right. Bigger buildings, yeah. But boy, is it slow paced. Okay, kill everybody, my followers. Kill everyone. Spare no one. I think I should maybe switch on to the aggressive strat a little bit earlier. Is this game also on NES? Or is Sega Master System the only 8-bit version? Can't be the only one. C64. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's 8-bit. Okay, but I mean the 8-bit consoles. Swamps kill people. Swamps kill people. Yeah. We still don't have enough mana for the Armageddon. So we sit tight. Wait for a miracle to happen. Waiting for a miracle. This game is kind of boring. There's nothing really happening here. I don't know if the PC version or if the or like in computers, maybe this game is a tad better, but the scheme, the control scheme and everything on a control pad. I do miracles, right? It's all on me. It should be all on me. I think we're doing okay here, but we still need a little more before we can. Oh, we can knight him. All right, let's knight him. Okay, we got a knight here. Nice, excellent. Let's see. Let's see how this works. Yeah, I understand. It was one of the first of its kind. Yeah, that's true. It feels even more boring just due to the fact that there's no music. No sound effects to speak of either. It's so plain. So plain. Right. Especially with games. Well, not necessarily, but it often is true. Okay. So is that something I don't actually want to be doing? Music wheels? Like a playlist of sorts? God, how many of these buildings do I need before I can make the Armageddon happen? It takes fucking forever. I mean, there's a perfectly good hut here to conquer. Why are they not conquering it? Huh? See? So much people here. Okay, let's nope, that won't do it. Okay, so maybe this should do the trick? No? No, it doesn't work. What the hell is this anyway? Oh, maybe I can do it now. Let's see. Yeah, I can do it. Nice. Alright. They're gathering somewhere. I guess they're gathering to the Ankh. Yep. That's where they're going. Alright, game 1. Okay. Just gonna start breezing through this. Hopefully. Are we Indians now? It's like a Wild West thingy. Clearly. No. Nope. 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 You can play by yourself or something. Ah, okay. So they do battle. I see. Is there more people here? No? It's World 8? This is World 8? Is it? I thought it was World 3. Okay. It's because I was doing so good. I mean, that's fine and all, but it would be nice to understand what it was exactly that triggered it. Right? Can't see a loop? You mean you think it's not... It won't loop after all? Yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know. It's impossible to legit beat a game that hasn't been figured out yet. Somebody needs to do that first. I mean, maybe at the end of our challenge, if there are games that still have open questions, so to speak, maybe, just maybe we'll revisit them. No, but that's only saying that the game... Sure, yeah, right. Well, okay. Alright, let me rephrase that. It will never end. It will never end. That's the thing. Looping, keeping generating levels, what does it matter? It's all the same. And if the game requires a patch, a fan-made patch in order to be beaten? No, that's not gonna work. My son will continue my quest. Avenge me! Why I am not expanding? I only have two fortresses. We'll never get someone to actually play through. Yeah, well, I don't know how much else there I could put it anymore. I mean, what else is there left to say? Huh? Is there anything left to say? I don't think so. Sure, but that's a different game. I mean, it needs to be Populous 1 on Sega Master System, or it doesn't count. Populous 2 is a different game, and all the... If it's really so that the other versions indeed do have some kind of ending, it's... the whole point is moot. And furthermore, I think in order to legit beat a game, somebody must have done it at least once before me. Remember when we were playing Afterburner and people were doubtful whether or not that game actually can ever be beaten, if it's even possible to do. And we were looking for VODs online. And finally, we indeed did find 1 or 2 videos where somebody was playing the game on 60 Hz and beat the game. So then it was like, alright, it's possible. It can be done. It can be done. Somebody has done it. But here, when you don't even know, it's... I guess you could be a pioneer and start investigating and exploring. Boldly go where no man has gone before, and all that. You could do that. I'm not saying. You could do that. Okay, 8-bit. That's fair. That's kind of fair. But at least I will still be the... well, I will still be the first person ever to have beaten them all by himself. According to my criteria, it's you can't compare this. You found it? Alright, so what was his rationale for the criteria? I'm not gonna change mine, but yeah, right. Yeah. Kogu uses save states, right. Okay. That's right. And again, I mean, if you guys want, if you truly feel that seeing me play this game for 200 plus hours just in order to reach level 5000 something sounds like a good time. It can be done, but I'd much rather do so that the games that cause controversy I will beat according to some criteria, and at the very end, when I've beaten every single other game, if we still have a bunch of games, let's say we have like 20 games or we have 30 games that people are still like, I mean, you don't even need to be serious, but even if people are half jokingly saying that you didn't beat it, it's like, well, maybe we can revisit the subject at that point and try to actually beat them according to some other criteria. No, man. It's it's all for the sake of the argument. I do understand, man. It's all good. It's all good. I'm kind of just thinking out loud here, because that indeed is a possibility. We could do that. I remember hearing a couple of hater comments about me beating R-Type, which is kind of fair, and stuff like that. But for the most part, I think my finishes have been quite legit. Or maybe it's just me, but I would say that. So it's not out of the question to maybe revisit a couple of these at the end. It's not. I mean, when you're at 370 games, it's almost like, okay, fine, let's do this. Let's do this. Happy? Satisfied? I figure after doing Afterbirth, you would seriously try to clear this disaster. You mean playing all the 5,000 plus levels for this game? If you consider that clearing the disaster, then yeah, I suppose. But Afterburner was like, I don't know. It was just a coin toss, basically. You started up the game and hope for the best. Rinse, repeat. Yeah, but RDAP still fits your original goal when you started all this, even though I remember you going on about how you would try to legit beat everything, and if something came across as impossible, then you were resort to things like extra lives, go to level skips or whatnot. Yeah. I've been true to that. So I mean, if you're saying in your opinion, I should play all the 5,000 levels. I understand that. I really don't have anything to counter argument. Like, if you're trying to say I'm bending my own rules, yeah, I kinda am. I kinda am. That is fair. So as you might see, I'm having a little bit of an internal conflict here. Even now that I'm saying, yeah, 7 levels, it's beaten. Like, actually it's beaten already, but I still want to finish this level. I still feel conflicted. Yeah. I guess. But it's just that I don't like to jump around games. Like, start a game, then start another game, play a bunch of this game, then start another game. I'd much rather just play a game and have it, just beat it. So it's, you can say like, okay, now it's done. Now it's done and it's now beaten. We can move on to the next one. Done and done. I beat R-Type as kid. Just don't close the game ever. Yeah, it's one of those games that you just have to, you have to execute a perfect run. You die. R.I.P. Try again. So yeah, alright. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish this level and then we're gonna consider this game beaten. But if at the end of my challenge people are still giving me a hard time, well, we'll reconsider it. Because it's kind of different at that point. Because if we now keep doing it, it might take like fucking 200 hours or so. But when we're at the end, it's almost like, well, you asked for this, guys, so you have to bear with this just a little bit longer. Since at that point, you would not quit anymore. You would just persevere. Oh, Duckley. Franken is getting his ass handed to himself. He's getting timeouted. The hand of the Populous. That's so cruel. That is so cruel. Serves you right. But yeah, I mean, how does that sound to you guys? Would that be fair? Just consider this game beaten for now. And maybe at the end, do the hardcore version. Yeah? That sound good to you? Perfectly fair. Because the other option would be that you would have to sit with me for 200 hours and be like, oh my god, will we ever reach the next game? I want to do the raffles and stuff. I think that's what the Mexican runner did as well. He did some kind of hater mania at the end, when people were giving him a hard time. I think there was like Final Fantasy or something. Like, you cheated, and he was like, fuck you, I didn't cheat. Okay, I'll play it some other way. I didn't really watch it, but he did something like that as well before heading to the final game. I'm just sad no one is admitting that each level being a unique set of hurdles to pass means they should each be given the attention of being played. Okay, well, that's kind of an interesting subject to touch on. Just because there's thousands of levels, no one wants to play through. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, in general, I kind of agree with you. Like, it's not a good enough rationale. Like, it's too many levels. That's right. I agree. But here, each level being a unique set of hurdles, they should be given the attention. Yeah, if the levels were handcrafted, I would 100% agree with you. Like, somebody actually made these, and you're just skipping through them? Come on, that's not cool. But that's not what's going on here. To the best of my knowledge, that is. It's just that they've just inserted a bunch of seeds through an algorithm and made the engine generate these levels for you. Are they actually handcrafted? Did they actually make 5,000 levels? I mean, maybe they kind of did. I'm not saying it's impossible. Like, maybe indeed somebody made all these, and that's not how it works. Like, yeah, there's like a seed for every level, but still, they indeed were made by somebody. Maybe. I'm willing to give that thought the benefit of the doubt. I mean, yeah, they're similar life since the goal of each is the same and the method to get there can be same and going full strom on every old game is that. Super Mario Bros. The goal is the same, go all the way to the right, and each level is made of the small set of details. But since there are only 32 levels, take a minute to beat, no one cares about it. Crank that up to 5,000 levels and make them each an hour long. I bet you no one will be playing a lot of Mario anymore. Yeah. Yes, yeah. I understand perfectly what you are saying. Yeah, that's kind of true. That is kind of true. But again, the difference is that do you want to play 5,000 levels of randomly generated stuff, even if they are pre-generated? Does it matter? Pre-generated randomly? Who cares? It's, you know? Like, there's a big difference between something being made by a human. Somebody made this for you. This is a challenge I made personally. Kind of personally for you. But here, I am a robot. Making new levels, 5,000 levels for you. I think it's a big difference. Yes. Alright. Yeah. That's kind of true. So, those games that are like... I'm gonna do the Armageddon now, by the way. Those games that don't have an ending, you of course have to settle with some kind of other criteria for the game to be beaten, like beat the high score or something. Of course. You need to have something, or play the game for 10 minutes. Whatever. If the game never ends, you need to have something. So Tetris, yeah, right. But if Tetris had 5,000 levels, and then the game would end, I don't think people would enjoy that either. But Tetris does have some kind of an ending. At least the Game Boy version. Right? Game over screen, right. I think that's GG according to this standard. The game doesn't end until you win when you reach a certain score, drop a certain number of blocks, or build a certain design or anything. Type A, the base mode goes on forever until you lose, right. Well, in those kind of games, okay, it might be. You might be right here, Zelda. So in those kind of games, you just decide on a criteria. Maybe by yourself, maybe collectively, maybe you ask the chat for opinions, look on the game FAQs. That's what TMR did. I mean, we're all kind of pioneers when we're doing challenges like this. No matter how you do, you're still gonna do it wrong, according to some people. Like, you can be a total hater and say like, alright, somebody plays Tetris and beats the highest score. It's like, yeah, but you need to get the maximum score. Okay, why? Or like, I don't know, somebody plays sports game, some kind of maybe bases loaded or something, some other bullshit like that. Plays it for 40 hours, picks a team, and finally finishes a championship. I mean, somebody could be like, yeah, but you have to do it with all the teams, and you have to get at least 100 points in every match. Or there's always that guy. So, but yeah, this game we can revisit this later, if you guys feel like that. But for now, I would say it's done. But yeah, Zelda, I still kind of understand what you are saying, and I'm not gonna challenge that. I kind of agree with you. Just the fact that the game has a lot of levels is not a good enough basis for saying I'm not gonna do it. Like the comparison between Mario